go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Prescott on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
We go! 90 Wolf! Get that quarterback!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and Jennings has it. 23 yards on the play.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Eason. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Eason. And the catch made by Hopkins. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down. Eason under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering. Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Operating from the gun. Eason. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
At the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, it's complete to Hopkins. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. He finds Hopkins complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, Eason. It's complete to Diggs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Breida. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to throw. Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
First down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Eason, it's complete. James White. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back to throw. Eason. He's got White here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
57's left. Ready? 57. Mike, 57. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Eason. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
All day, every day, any day. Check 99. Check 99. Topper. Hey, let's get in holes.
Looking to throw. Eason to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
This is the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 1st down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Pardon, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. Eason complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Throwing on first down. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Breida. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. First down, here's White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Looking to throw. Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Eason. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time.
Oh, now Breida loses it. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put our in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. Following the fumble recovery. Eason to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it with White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Eason. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. There you go. Go right in. 50. Hey, get the weight.
Now it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Prescott now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
46.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lindsey here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast, because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it in?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack, baby! Sack, baby!
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Eason, and the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Another run by Lindsey. Gets around him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Prescott. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
57, come on. Hey, check. 26.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. Quick.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
Check Mike 57. Got to do better.
They'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Prescott. He's got his tight end fan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This is Jennings. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for New England, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.